Hello. Oh, he's
Oh,
connecting audio.
okay. I was
Okay,
I was about to have a meltdown.
here we go.
Yay! Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks for
Yeah.
having me.
Thanks for
Very
being with us.
yes. We are extremely professional radio hosts that are eating on the job, so that's fun.
It is early in the
Oh,
morning. All right. I rolled out of bed about 15 minutes ago. This is my breakfast.
Yeah.
I just I just scarfed down 2 sandwiches because I didn't want to eat on the air.
Yeah. See, because he is a consummate professional. You see how this is?
I'll both get off me because I'm
Yeah.
on my face and I'm going to be unprofessional. That's just what I do. So, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah. Fun stuff. So, welcome. Right. Welcome to your Inappropriate Storytime podcasts with your host, Chris.
And CJ.
And we have a special guest. Do some intro, CJ. You know things that I don't.
This is Johnny Giudioli joining us all the way from the South, which is where we are as well. So,
I was going to say more specifically.
he told me Georgia. Is that right? Georgia?
Yep.
Ja. No, you're saying that wrong.
That's right.
It's Georgia.
Oh, excuse me. Joining us from Georgia.
It's Georgia. He's
Yeah.
from Georgia.
He
Is
is
that-
the host of his own podcast, The Stranger Zone, formerly known as Stranger Dangerous. I'm going to put you on the spot. Will you do your intro real quick? Will you sing it? He's
Oh, that one.
I love this with every fiber of my being.
Okay. Let me
No,
go.
how
Let me go
about-
into it.
the
Hang on.
Stranger Zone. Okay, I just want to hear that.
How about this? Everyone that is listening to this has to go over there to his podcast to listen to it. So there. Do it.
Hey, yeah, I'll do it if everybody goes over and listens. All right, here we go. I'm going for it. I'm online and I'm looking for someone to talk to. 'Cause I need friendship and I'm really in a bind. Don't talk to strangers, that's what they told me and you. It's dangerous and you never know what you might find. And then you get some like air,
Nice.
some kind of air instrument. I don't know what
Oh.
instrument it is, but
Nice.
There you go. I love it.
That makes me so happy.
I love it.
So
That
yeah,
Spot on, dude.
everybody go check out Stranger Zone immediately after you finish this.
You gotta finish this.
Oh, yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure. Well, today we are discussing the South and all of the glorious Scarlett O'Hara drama that comes with it.
Oh,
I feel like
Yes.
the first and most important thing that we need to talk about is the food.
Here's
Johnny.
Totally forgot about that. There's your intro. Again, professionals. Anyways, food are a thing. Food is the thing. Shrimp
Yeah.
and grits. What?
Okay, for instance, when we had our Rib for Her Pleasure cook-off a couple of weekends ago, we invited these neighbors that we met. We met them one time for like 2 minutes. We were out walking in the neighborhood and they were riding their golf cart and drinking beer. And so we just like said, hey, nice to meet you. I live on this street. This is my name. See you around. And so I'm a creeper. So we have this app in our neighborhood called Nextdoor where you can like find your neighbors. And so I like found them and messaged them and I was like, hey, we're having this rib cook-off if you want to come. I didn't think they'd show up, honestly, but they were the first ones to arrive. And the husband brought, do you remember what he called them? It was like some sort of deep fried like sauerkraut balls. They sounded disgusting.
Like German balls, maybe?
Yeah, they sounded nasty as shit. But
Or just sauerkraut balls?
they tasted amazing. But yeah, I asked him like what was in it, and he named off sauerkraut, which immediately I turned my nose up at. And then something else was in it.
Like mustard and sausage.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was amazing.
It was surprisingly delicious.
Mm-hmm. And then the wife was like, do you guys have a dessert? And I was like, you know what? I didn't even think about a dessert. She was like, oh, that's okay. I'll be back in like 30 minutes. So she goes
Just
to
whip something up.
To whip something up. She comes back with 2 giant, I'm talking like banquet-sized trays of nanner pudding. Like, just whipped up some, like, 18 pounds of homemade nanner pudding in 30 minutes and shows back up with it. And it was so fucking good. I don't even like bananas. I ate this stuff for like 2 weeks. Not even kidding. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was so good.
She says that she whipped it up, but it's the South, so she probably just had it ready.
Like, just in case.
Yeah, for like the neighborhood kids in case somebody got peckish or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, see, that's the true, like, the Southerners that have a refrigerator in their garage. Like, most people just like for drinks and overflow, but for them, it's like...
For nanner pudding.
Emergency casserole dishes.
Emergency casseroles. I love it. Oh, no. I'm not 1,000% sure what happened here. Oh, no. What? Zoom meeting is not responding. Did my internet just seriously cut out? Minor. Did my...
He's coming back.
Okay.
Chris,
what?
Time since you had blinked or breathed or made any different expression, so I was like, wow, my story must be really boring. She doesn't
What?
think anything is funny.
What in the actual fuck? What is happening? Oh my god. What is this? What is our... Dude, is our internet down? What is going on? And then you can just send me the file via email later.
Okay.
This is recording?
I have no idea where it's going to, like, save it.
Yeah.
You can choose where to save it later. I'll walk you through it. Don't worry, Boomer.
Okay, you can kiss my ass. Never done this before. I'm new here.
I'm new here?
I'm new here.
44th episode?
Yeah, but I've never done the technical part before. You're giving me a huge responsibility, and I'm scared.
And we've already established she's not an adult.
She's not an adult, and I can't work technology, so welcome to this.
Yes. Okay, so where were we?
I was going to say that most Southerners have their own signature dish when it comes to everything, and it's always a purely Southern dish.
Mm-hmm.
I myself always turn up with the shrimp and grits that are like swimming in butter every time.
Ooh.
I do love that recipe. That's a good recipe. My default, like if I'm, asked to make a side or something, I default to cornbread casserole.
That's amazing too.
Yeah.
Green bean casserole.
Yes. With the cream of mushroom soup in it too?
Yeah. Yeah, cream of mushroom, fried onions,
on top. In the South, it's Thanksgiving all the time.
Oh yeah.
We don't just eat this stuff at Thanksgiving like it's just a regular Tuesday, and you're gonna have the mashed potatoes and the fried okra and the cornbread casserole and all that stuff just all the time.
Yes. Oh man. I just ate before this and I'm hungry again.
I know. The That's why the South is full of obese people because we can be eating. Even if we don't want to eat, if you go visit somebody, the first thing out of their mouth is either, can I get you something to drink, or have you eaten today? Like, they're so worried about people starving to death for some reason.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the two groups are Southerners and Italian Northerners.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have those in my family too. And it's like, when they ask you that question, have you eaten yet? The answer to that question does not matter. You're getting fed. Like, the portion that they give you may vary slightly according to your answer, but you're getting a plate of food regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's never like, did you eat yet? It's just JEET, jeet yet.
Jeet yet.
Jeet yet. Exactly. And I think what it stems from down here is like the Great Depression, because the people, it's usually your grandparents that are trying to like feed you until you die. And I think it's because they grew up with like having barely anything to eat. And so they're just so ingrained of taking care of their own because of the Great Depression. And hell, half the people that still live in Appalachia are eating squirrel. So I think that's a main part of it.
I mean, it's kind of a delicacy up there. Like I've never had it, but certain people, they talk about like, if you cook it just right, it tastes just like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
It probably does.
I've never had it either.
I would try it. I mean,
I had the opportunity to try it and I couldn't.
Why not?
Couldn't do it.
I don't know. I wasn't as open-minded back then.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a story time.
Yes.
A church invited my family to a what they called quote unquote wild game night.
Nice.
Ooh.
So it was, a big cookout and they're like, my family was like, who knows what they'll have? I'm like, I probably know what they'll have. And so what we went, like, not the whole family, it was me and my dad, and we went and because we were the only ones willing to go.
Brave enough.
And it was probably, there was deer, definitely.
Yeah.
Probably 6 different ways of cooking rabbit.
Nice.
And then a couple of people brought squirrel, and then somebody brought raccoon. Did not try the squirrel or raccoon.
Ooh, nice. So it wasn't even like big game where you had like alligator and buffalo and bison. You had like roadkill night is what y'all had. Somebody bring an armadillo.
It was full on roadkill night. Like I could see the tire tracks in one of the rabbits.
Yes.
I always wondered, do people eat armadillo? Is that a thing?
I mean, if they don't, it's such a waste because they are all the time on the side of the road.
I've actually never seen one. I've only seen them dead on the road. Never seen a live one. And like, this is so stupid, but every time I see one, I always think I want to pick it up and give it to one of my coworkers because she said that
because that's what we do here in the South.
She said that at her church they have like
I heard your uncle died. Here's an armadillo.
She said at her church, at their Sunday school class, like they have a little collection plate that they'll pass around, and the collection plate is actually the shell of an armadillo, and they bended the tail around like a basket, and that's their collection plate. And she said that every time she sees that, she really wants a purse, and with the tail like is the handle, and then the shell is like the purse.
That is the most Southern thing I have ever heard of in my life.
So every time I see one dead on the road, I'm like, I should grab that and take it to work. But
I should make her a purse.
Because, like, I mean, obviously somebody knew what they were doing, like, when they, like, cleaned it out and, like...
Taxidermist.
Yeah, like, I'm not that. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. I'm not that.
I mean, can you imagine, like, Like the placenta was bad enough. Like, can you imagine me bringing home like this dead
armadillo?
rodent to like scrape its innards out?
I can see Chris coming home from work and you being on the porch, like arms deep in an armadillo.
Like,
and he's like, what are you, right? Like, what are you doing? The cats are all terrified thinking they're next. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
However, if you did make that basket, we would definitely put Uncle Edward's stupid fucking legs in that basket.
Right? For sure.
Yes.
For sure. Or at least, I mean, it might be too small for the legs, but at least we could put like the hands.
Yeah.
Prosthetic hands. Just the hand.
You could.
Not the whole arm, just the hand.
I mean, you could find a bunch of them, and that would be more merch. You just.
We're going to sell
RTOT on the side.
Middle Tennessee peeps. Start collecting armadillos that you find on the side of the road.
Don't ask them to do that because you'll find.
Oh yeah, we'll get them in the mail.
Well, last episode, Kristen asked for porn. She was asking people to send her porn. So I mean,
I don't even remember that, but yeah, probably.
Remember when you were talking? your mother-in-law has been searching for 15 years.
Oh,
midget on porn, and it just
okay. So I was asking for very specific porn, to be exact. I was not asking for like masses send me your dick. I was asking, right. I was asking for midget on midget porn because it doesn't exist. Prove me fucking wrong. That's what that was.
I have been looking all week long. I've been looking.
I've been looking for 7 years.
I can't find it. It just. Do you have any input on this? Do you know where we can procure some midget?
Oh, I have it. Oh yeah, I have a ton of it. I'll send it to. No, I have no idea.
I've been waiting so long for people to ask for this stash. This is the time and place.
Some people have nanner pudding in the fridge, and I've got
midget on midget porn.
I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So, what are y'all's favorite Southern sayings or Southern figures of speech?
Okay, so I've looked into, like, just to like brush my mind up because I'm really not Southern.
Same.
Yeah.
Like my dad's from New York, so.
Oh wow.
Got that blood.
Yeah. So, but I was born and raised here, and I realized how not Southern I am. Like half of these phrases, I'm like, is that real or did somebody just make that up?
I mean,
oh yeah,
accurate.
Yeah, I've got stuff I picked up from my dad my dad grew up in the holler, so I got some stuff from him that I didn't realize wasn't normal until I got with some people that are not from round here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's fun.
I feel like
round here is a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I feel like everybody's like go-to is like bless your heart because it's so versatile.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you can.
However, I think that one has been hijacked from like true rednecks to wine moms because they all now have the t-shirts like the Southern. What are those t-shirts? The obnoxious ones that are all being worn by the wine moms at church.
Red curly letters all over it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called really, but
it's like or something. I don't know. But those have been hijacked by mom wines. I'm talking real
mom wines. Has Chris had any?
Did I say mom?
Has Chris had any wines?
I know, right? Apparently, wine moms is me.
Well,
minus the mom.
Mom wines is pretty much like Arbor Mist. That's mom.
Yeah. Mom wine is Arbor Mist for sure. Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
That's for teenagers.
Well, yeah. That's what you hide in your closet when you're like 14.
Yeah.
Take like 4 sips a night and you're like, we about to turn up.
Oh yeah, you act so drunk. I have got a picture actually of CJ at our homecoming dance, in like, I don't know, 7th or 8th grade, holding a bottle of sparkling grape juice and acting drunk off her ass. I kid you not. I still have the picture.
Yeah. It was actually, I'm sad to say, I'm sad to have to make this correction, but it was actually high school.
I was at high school? Shit.
Yeah. It was sophomore year, to be exact.
Yeah.
What was it? What was that dance? Because
might have been military ball.
But what would you have been doing at military ball?
Trying to get my hands on some military balls. Honestly.
Yes. Did you go to military ball?
No.
It was the dress that I had worn it to military ball, and then I used it again for another dance. Like it was like
then it had to have been homecoming because that's the only other thing.
Homecoming or something, or homecoming because I mean we came from this tiny town. Our homecoming was in the gym, in the old gym. Like we had an old gym and a new gym. The old gym was built in like 1901 and smelled like, I don't know,
cheese.
Old cheese and sweat.
Tanning lotion.
Yeah. And so, like, we were in the lobby of the old gym, and I was just, like, kind of leaned up against the wall drinking the,
sparkling grape juice.
But for the photo, I turned the bottle around so you couldn't see the label, so it just looked like
I was
chugging champagne straight out of...
Yeah, you sure impressed all 36 of our classmates.
I mean, people are still talking about it, so write that down. Jot that down.
People is me.
I'm legitimately looking for that picture because I'm pretty sure it's on my Facebook.
It is, and we can post that.
So
yeah, we'll post that later. You've got finer than frog hair.
Oh yeah, finer than frog hair. My dad says that, and my dad's from Detroit. So
yeah, your dad's from Detroit. That's weird.
He picked that up when he moved down here. I mean, I feel like he's been down here long enough. He might as well be from here. He's been down here for like over 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you don't have a watch, you get what time is it? It's hair past a freckle, Eastern elbow time.
Eastern elbow.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
We got that one. Oh, here's one that I'd never heard until I got with my husband. His grandmother is like insanely Southern to where she doesn't pronounce words correctly, but instead of like I swear, she says Asawani. Asawani. And I'm like, what are you Sawani-ing? Is that a verb? What is that? Sawani is a college in Chattanooga or something.
Yeah, well, it's like an Indian tribe, I think. Or
yeah,
Native American, sorry.
Yeah.
I've actually never heard that. Never.
Yeah, she says all the time, Asawani.
Asawani.
Yeah. Oh, and they fight with me all the time about the word, what is that? I pronounce it correctly, and his whole fucking tribe pronounces it wrong, and I cannot think of the word right now. But, towards. I pronounce the O in towards. They all tell me that the O is fucking silent, and it's pronounced twards. It's not twards. It is not twards. It is towards. And it drives me insane. Towards. Yes, every time I say towards, they all jump me like I just stole something. No, it is towards. Like I'm going towards you right now. I'm going to walk towards you. No,
a lot of people where I am pronounce it towards.
Towards, yeah. That too. It just goes like TORDS, towards.
Yeah, towards.
Yeah.
No, we get twards here.
Towards.
And of course, like any city that ends in Ville is Bull. Nashville.
Oh yeah, VUL, VUL,
Nashville.
There's a town like where Vidalia onions come from.
Mm-hmm.
And
Vidalia.
Yeah, and it's like if you go through there, the locals call it Vidalia.
Vidalia?
Great.
And of course, they decide to mow my entire apartment complex when I'm trying to do this, and now we can't hear a damn thing. Oh my Jesus. I'm done.
I can hear fine.
The more you move, the more distorted the shape of your head gets.
Okay, so legit, I've been sitting here thinking that I look like Mrs. Trumbull from Matilda. Like, no lie.
I feel
It's
like
so
I'm
bad.
watching one of those creepy 3D ultrasounds where you
Okay,
can
that too.
see the features of like a halfway developed baby in utero, and it's just like, you're not supposed to be able to see this stuff. This technology's gone too far. This is scary.
Thank you. I look like a fetus. Good time.
Like an adult fetus.
An adult fetus, even better. That's not terrifying.
Who happens to be the principal of a school.
Yeah.
Exactly. Principal Trumbull / fetus. Good times.
Much too good for children.
Yes, there are winners and losers, and all of you are losers. God, I love that movie.
Oh,
So good.
Yeah. So there's your homework for the week. Go watch Matilda again.
How old
you know
is that
what?
movie?
I don't know that I've ever even seen it. Even
Get
once.
out.
I know. I'm terrible. Awful.
Do it.
No, she means literally get out. Like,
Leave.
you're not on the podcast anymore. Sorry.
Exactly. You're fired. I can handle the social media myself.
Oh my gosh. So I have a contest that I already know I'm gonna win. Which one of us loves the South the most? I do, because I actually got the Tennessee state flag tattooed on my body.
She has a state flag tramp stamp. I shit you not.
I do. And my husband has a matching one, but on his chest.
No, I really wish he would have put his in the same place. That would have made it. Would have too if he was drunk enough.
The last thing I need in my life is a husband with a tramp stamp. Like,
well, if Joe Exotic can have a husband with a tramp stamp, so can you.
America.
Yes.
Right? Dude, oh my God. We went to the neighbor's house last night with like a bunch of people in the neighborhood, and they all were just drinking in their garage and eating pizza and shooting the shit. And somebody brought up Tiger King, and Chris was obviously the only one there that did not watch it. He's just not interested. He wants nothing to do with it. And I'm like, dude, why? They blow shit up with tannerite. They're shooting guns. They're from the South. Like, I mean, that's all stuff in your wheelhouse. Why would you not watch it? And he's just like, it's stupid. Everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon. I want nothing to do with it. So he piped up last night and said that he had not watched it, and he was the only one that had not watched it. And they drug him, dude. They were giving him 10 types of shit for about 20 minutes for not watching the Tiger King. I was like, see, do it. Like, shit. Last weekend we made a TikTok, and we did the stupid shot challenge. We were like, go in the bathroom in the mirror and be like, this is us after one shot. This is us after 5 shots and all that. So the next day, like, I mean, we're not young anymore. So a hangover lasts about a day and a half. So the next day we did not leave the bed at all. Like, we stayed in bed all day long. I got up twice to feed the animals, and that was it. And I was like, dude, we sat in bed all day long. We could have watched the entire series of Tiger King that day.
Time wasted.
Seriously? He won't do it. He won't do it. I don't get it. But whatever.
We'll do it years later and then be like, yeah, it actually is good.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be like, hey, have you guys seen this Tiger King thing? Like 10 years later.
Right. I'm gonna be like, late to the party much? Yeah.
He's gonna get on the bandwagon when Joe Exotic's finally released from prison.
We got his address. We still need to write him a letter.
We do. We need to write fan mail.
Yeah. I don't know if it's true, but I'm on like all these Tiger King Facebook pages, and they released his address where you could write him letters. And this one chick was like, I'm going to write him a letter. And then a couple of weeks later she posted, and she was like, he replied. And then she posted this letter that, I mean, I have no idea of knowing if he actually wrote that letter to her, but it was signed Joe Exotic. And he was like, if you see my husband Dylan, tell him I love him, and you know what, keep fighting the good fight. Don't let that bitch Carol Baskin take my zoo, which she did. So
she did.
Yeah, she did.
Well, judging by what happened to me when it came to Jeray, I don't believe that it's real. just because I know that people are capable of writing letters and signing other names and leaving them in lockers. So I'm a little skeptical.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I've gotten letters from Santa Claus before. So I mean,
Well, then, I mean, it must be true.
Right?
yeah,
The magic
right?
is.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Santa, like random question, as a kid, did y'all Santa wrap presents or not?
Okay, we got in this fight with Ethan's family too. Yes. So everybody's family must have done this different. Maybe it's a Southern thing, maybe it's not. I don't know. But how it goes in my family is that so the day of, if you go to families' houses, open your Christmas Eve present from like aunts and uncles. Then when you go to bed that night, Santa comes, and in the morning you've got unwrapped presents that are like set up already, like put together like bikes and stuff, and you have your own section. So like I would have a corner of the room and my brother would have a corner of the room. Everything that was Santa was wrapped. Everything that was wrapped and under the tree was from mom and dad. That's how we did.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, well apparently
that's a
yeah, see, that's normal. Ethan, how did your family do the wrapped versus thing when it came to, like, was everything wrapped? Even from Santa? Like, Santa wraps shit?
Yeah, Santa, everything was wrapped.
Yeah, they didn't have the unwrapped, like, Santa presentation. Santa wrapped shit. Santa, his elves apparently also wrap toys.
Okay, well,
yeah, you get a bike, you put it together.
Ethan's family's Santa had more elves on staff to wrap shit, because my parents told me that Santa's so busy going to all these houses, he doesn't have time to wrap presents. He just dumps it in a pile, and you get it.
Yeah.
That's like, he's a busy man. Like, just be happy that you're getting presents. Don't be bitching about them not being wrapped. And also, I'm sure it was like, we don't want to have to buy like specific Santa wrapping paper, because I feel like it's kind of suspicious if you're like, ask Ethan that. Did he have separate like Santa wrapping paper?
Santa wrapping paper? Yeah, they had separate wrapping paper from Santa.
Yeah, separate paper.
That is way too much trouble.
Oh my God. So every person that got presents had their own separate paper. So, yeah. It might be a North versus South thing, because his entire family is from here. My parents are from like Indiana and Ohio. Your dad's from New York. Her dad's from Detroit. So maybe
it
mom's
came
Could be.
So
yeah. Well,
maybe
yeah,
we onto something.
because in the South they don't have time to wrap presents and stuff because they're cooking.
Yeah,
all the time.
Right.
There is that.
Like, the people from the North just leave Santa like, the standard milk and cookies, but people from the South leave him like a full-on meal, like the casseroles and all the sides, and a little, some pie for dessert, some sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get behind sweet tea. I just can't. I can't.
You can't drink sweet tea?
I hate it. It's nasty.
You're the most Southern out of the three of us, and you don't like sweet tea?
It's nasty.
If I drink sweet tea, it has to be like insanely cold.
It tastes like dip water. It's nasty.
What?
It tastes like dip water.
No, it tastes like tea. What's wrong with you?
It tastes like sweet dip water.
How much dip water have you been drinking is what I want to know.
One time me and Ben were drunk at a friend's house, and he was dipping and spitting it into, and I didn't swallow it, but it just on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, so,
same reaction to jizz, though, not gonna lie.
Yeah, so I scrubbed my tongue till it bled.
Yeah. Good stuff. So no sweet tea for you?
No, I'll pass.
Yeah. What are some other Southern things that, even though we were born and raised here, we can't get behind? I mean, other than the obvious.
I go back and forth on the whole Coke issue. Like, sometimes
cocaine?
No, Coke, like Coca-Cola. Like, sometimes
there's also the meth issue.
Like, if I'm talking if I'm talking in general terms, I might say Coke and mean like the whole line of Coke, like Coke, Pepsi, RC, Dr. Pepper, all that stuff. But sometimes if you got to get specific, like if I ask for a Dr. Pepper, I expect a Dr. Pepper. Don't be hitting me with none of this Dr. Thunder, Dr. Lightning,
Mr.
Sam's
Pibb.
Club, Dr. Mr. Pibb bullshit. That ain't the same. Dr. Pepper is its own thing. Like,
I say soda because you get pop, soda, or Coke. I've always said soda.
Yeah, same here.
you say soda?
Soda.
Yeah.
I don't know. I flip back and forth. But, I mean, I feel like to be specific, like if I want a Dr. Pepper, like I expect Dr. Pepper. Like I love it in the restaurants, like when you order Dr. Pepper and they're like, is Mr. Pibb okay? And I'm like, no, it's not okay.
No, I want you to go across the street where they serve Pepsi and get me a Dr. Pepper.
Like,
exactly.
No, it's not okay. And I know everybody down here really loves RC Cola, but
oh, it's gross.
I was gonna say whenever you were listing off and saying you use Coke for everything, I was like, don't lump RC Cola with the other ones.
No,
it's not worthy.
A good one though is get you some Cheerwine. I love Cheerwine. Or Ski. Get you a slaw burger, fries, and a bottle of Ski.
Yep. In a glass bottle. It's got to be the glass bottle. It tastes better out of the glass bottle. I don't know what it is. It's like colder or something. I don't know.
Might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, of course there's the RC Cola and the Moon Pie Festival. I do like a good moon pie. Moon pies are good.
I'm on board with the moon pie.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever been to the moon pie place in Gatlinburg? They have got like 80-something flavors of moon pies. And they give small ones as free samples.
I did not know that.
Yes, we'll have
not been there. And then what's the other one? Goo Goo Clusters.
Yes.
Those are so good. Those are made in Tennessee, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's
oh my God.
Honestly, it kind of looks like a cow turd with little lumps in it. But yeah, it's like a little patty of melted chocolate, and it's got like nuts and caramel like all mixed together in it, and then drizzled with chocolate over it, and it legit looks like a lumpy cow pie, but it's so good.
Yeah, very caramel.
Goo Goo Clusters.
Your drink just floated. I couldn't see your arm at all.
That's amazing.
Like, parts of you are disappearing at a rapid rate, and it is so bizarre looking. Like the side of your head just keeps like caving in.
It is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
Where'd you
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. Hey. YOLO. Anyways, there's two more things when it comes to the South that we can't get behind just because we're normal fucking human beings, and that is the whole politeness thing and how too polite. There is such a thing as too polite. Mm-hmm. When you become too polite, you become rude in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's people that are being too polite and go along with what people say, and before you know it, you're joining Ted and Kathy for weird latex bodysuit sex.
Yeah, that's no bueno. No.
That, and then there's the Southern habit of saying that you're going to attend something knowing full well you ain't going to do shit. What's going to happen, you're going to get the vapors when something comes close to where you go. And you're going to tell them, sorry, I've got a headache, or I'm sorry, I have to take my pet frog to the vet. He done swallowed something again. And you just bail out of it when you know this whole time you don't want to go skydiving with this person. You don't want to go do promise you do.
Yeah.
Just say no in the beginning. Like, hey, I'm sorry, that's not my scene. I'm not into that, and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's less offensive than being like, oh yeah, I'm so on board. Here, let me give you $20 as a down payment for it too. And then ghosting that person in the long run. Oh, well, you can keep the $20. It's no big deal. It is a big deal, Kathy, because I already scheduled this bullshit.
Right? Oh, that really sticks in my craw. I hate when people do that. Seriously, like, I would be much less offended if you just tell me outright, like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. If you don't want to, I get it. Totally get it. But don't tell me that you're going to do it and then don't do it. Or tell me that you're going to come somewhere and then don't come somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris openly admits that this is a thing with, like, redneck guys, like, saying, like little projects, like, around the house, or like, yeah, you know, I'll come help you chop down that tree or whatever. And they never do it. Never. And it's, like, understood by both parties, like the guy that's asking for help chopping down the tree and the guy that's offering help. They both know this tree ain't never coming down, ever. Like,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It never happens. And I'm just, that part blows my mind. I'm like, if I tell somebody that I'm going to do something and, like, a week later I haven't done it, it's keeping me up at night. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get in touch with them and tell them, like, I haven't forgotten about you, or, you know, something came up, I'm so sorry, I'm going to get to you in a day or two, like, whatever it is. Like, if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Like, I feel like that's the polite thing to do, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah. The worst down here is hurt someone's feelings, apparently.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Or it's actually, it's not really hurting their feelings. It's a perceived slight is what it is.
Yeah.
But Mama said it's rude, and I just can't be rude to her, and you don't realize that you're being even rude.
Yeah. It hurts people's feelings when you say you're going to do something and don't show up.
Like, it's fucking crazy. So, yeah, that's our main issue with the South right there, is them clinging on to Southern hospitality that is fake hospitality.
Yeah, that's true. And I like the one that you said a couple of episodes ago, like, something about somebody could, like, break into my apartment and start fucking on my living room floor, and I'd be like, you see this shit?
No, you'd be like, yeah. You'd offer them something to help with their stamina. Like, I've got some, you know, I guess don't want.
Oh my. Well, that's about all that I have personally.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, we should probably talk about sponsors.
I mean, there's that. That's the thing that we could do. Yeah, this complete train wreck has been brought to you by Mic Drop Mobile Media. They are affordable, dependable, unforgettable live DJs for your events, to make your events amazing. I promise they're not going to show up and then have internet troubles and then things are going to go to shit. Because they are actual professionals, so that's exciting. And then, what does Perfectly Polished Paragraphs do?
They are a proofreading company that will help you with anything that you need to write, any, like a website, if you're writing a book, anything that needs to be proofread, they can help you out with that and keep you from confusing crockpot with cockpot. Not a good thing to do. You can hit them up on the World Wide Web at perfectlypolishedparagraphs.com. They have a contact me field on there. You can fill that out, or you can send them an email at info@perfectlypolishedparagraphs.com. We do have a promo code for them. PP20 is your promo code, and that gets you 10% off all of their services. So hit them up. They can help you out.
Yes. And the big sponsor, of course, is Audible. go to audibletrial.com/remember that one time for your free 30-day trial of Audible. I am currently listening to, why did I just get the wrong book in my head? The Witching Hour by Anne Rice. It is the first of her Mayfair Witches. It's a collection of books, and it is my favorite of her books. So I'm listening to that. I'm on like chapter 47 or something, and this is going to take forever, but I'm so excited to be able to listen to it in my car. I listen to it at my desk. I listen to it while I'm taking a shit. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You got your headphones on, you've got your book, and you don't have to actually carry around a physical book. You just put it in your ears. It's amazeballs. And you can get your free 30-day trial by going to audibletrial.com/remember that one time. Check it out for yourself. You're going to love it.
Sweet. And what are we, next time we're doing the, excuse me, next time we're doing the chat roulette thing, right?
Yes, we plan on getting together again like we did for the shit show. We're planning on getting together in person and exploring chat roulette. I think we're going to start off in the PG to PG-13 range where no dicks are allowed, because that's a good idea, just to kind of get our footing, and then we'll graduate it up to the not safe for work department, because it's literally 4 out of 5 are dicks. So I think we're going to start judging dicks. That'll probably be how we end that.
And when we put it on, like when we edit the video, we can like cover the dicks with like an animated turtle or something.
Oh yeah. But you know what we need to do? We need to bring little cards. Like I'll go to the dollar store and get index cards, and we can write 1 through 10 on each, and we can like hold up our. That's what we're gonna. Oh, we might do that for the whole fucking book now.
I'm so dead. Dude, I can't wait until one of those people stumbles across this podcast and sees their own dick on there.
Well, they're going to see a turtle, but
that would be, yeah, well, I mean, you know what I mean? That would be amazing. Like, what do they, like, if it's a straight guy that's looking for a girl and the chat roulette thing gives them another dude and it ends up being 2 dudes, like, whacking off together, like, what do? Just, like, click the button again to spin the wheel again, or what?
Specifically put in your gender, jump into it so that doesn't happen.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But hang-ups can happen, right?
Well, there is that.
Yeah.
I think proper etiquette is to say, sorry, bro. And
You're here.
Good luck out there.
Right? Well, if you're from the South, the proper thing to do is to compliment it and ask about his mama. I haven't seen that dick in so long. It's looking good. You grown a few inches, sir? How's your mama doing?
Oh, it doesn't have a mama. That's why I'm on here.
There's
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then next weekend, the 13th, is the beer. Be there or be square. It's going to be amazeballs.
I'm so excited. I got out my deep fryer to do the deep fried tequila shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I got out the queso fountain. I already got the cheese. After we get off here, I'm calling the liquor store to set up for the keg. It is going down. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, you need to drive up to Georgia to come play with us.
What?
I'm in Georgia.
Drive up from Georgia is what I meant.
From. Okay. I was like, what?
I got to see what's going on. So I'm not going to say I'll definitely be there.
See?
And then ghost later.
Y'all take note. That's the way to do it.
Exactly. Bravo. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Example, we can broadcast that. That is the standard that must be met from now on.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, thank you again, Johnny, for coming on and hanging out with us for this bit of time. Again, I apologize.
Yeah. It was fun.
Great. You never know what's going to happen here. And everybody jump on over to Stranger Zone podcast to check out some very exciting stranger episodes as well. You never know there either.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anytime. And to always remember to say yes to adventures, because they become stories. And in the end, that is all we are. Cheers.
Cheers.
I don't have anything. Cheers.
How good. The cheers from your heart.
Yes.
Okay, so do I just hit pause, stop recording?
You can hit, stop recording.